The beauty of synchronicity is when you're thinking of something and it pops up in your world. And it's so cool, right? Now, a lot of people are experiencing synchronicity in numbers. And once you notice a number and it seems to be your synchronistic number, you notice it often. What does that mean? Well, oftentimes it is a wonderful little tap on your shoulder or a little reminder that says, yeah, you're on track, you're in touch, and you're in step with God's heartbeat. I like to think of it that way. It can also mean, and you can look further into the numerological meaning of that particular number. Sometimes that's helpful. But usually I think it's really just spirit reminding you, yeah, what you just thought of or what you just said, what you're doing right now, you're in step. And sometimes it can mean, don't think that. And you'll know the difference. One time, I'll tell you a synchronicity that was kind of a negative synchronicity. I was thinking some rather negative thoughts about a special someone, and I felt bad thinking those thoughts. It was a new hopeful for one of my dear friends. I was running the bathtub for my kids to get into. They were really little, and then I smacked my head super hard, not just little, on the water spout. And boy, did that get my attention. And I knew right then and there to catch. That was a synchronicity. I knew I needed to catch my thought. And so it stopped me in my tracks, right? And I caught my thought. It was not that I was wrong for thinking something bad about this person. It was that I was intuitively knowing a truth about that person. And in this particular case, it didn't make me a bad person. When I sat down and asked Spirit what they were trying to tell me, which I did, I stopped right then. And I said, what? What do I need to know? I'm open. And it is that not all people have good intentions. And to listen to your intuition rather than refusing to ever think a negative thought. So I proceeded to understand that the thoughts that were coming in were intuitive about this person, and I watched that as it unfolded. I did not run to my girlfriend and say, oh, let me tell you, because that was not for her. The information was for me to know that sometimes you're intuitive about someone and it's not always going to be positive. Other synchronicities, though, can be so much fun. What about talking to someone on the phone and blurting out, my favorite color is turquoise? And she's like, I'm wearing turquoise today. What made you say that? I don't know. I just knew, right? Or you hear a word and it starts being that little song that gets stuck in your head, like synchronicity could, because it's fun. And you go to look it up and it's meaningful for you. That's synchronicity too. So how is synchronicity different than the voice of God, the voice of intuition? It's not. It's not at all. It's sometimes thinking about roses, right? When you see the most incredible rose garden you've ever seen in your whole life. And I really believe a lot of those synchronicities are the whisper of Holy Spirit saying, yeah, you're hearing us, you know? Have you ever tried to talk to someone and suddenly they get you? What a joy. It feels so good to feel heard, to feel understood. So the next time you have a synchronicity, think on the other side. Spirit is thinking, yes, she or he heard me. They get it. And stop and think about what you are thinking about at that moment. Spirit wants to talk to you. So if you can, put on the brakes, calm yourself, and listen. What? What would you have me know? What would you have me do? How can I be of service? That's what I recommend when you have a synchronistic moment.